Good afternoon, parents. As we are busy putting out our plans to families for our phased reopening on the 2nd of June, the governors and the staff thought to be helpful if I just did a short video to explain where we're at as a school, what our plans are and why we are reopening. Today on the website we published our really detailed safety plan. That's a really long document which has involved all the staff in the school thinking about how we can ensure our school is the safest it can be for our families and our children. We don't expect our families to read all of that, and we have sent a summary document to you. What we hope it shows you is just the thought, the diligence and the care which is going into planning to making sure that when our children are ready to come back, that St George's remains a safe, secure and happy place for all our families and children. The plan details the changes we've made to the building, the detail around the extensive hygiene and cleaning programmes which are in place, and also now the support we're getting from government and rural counselling to ensure testing and support for families where it's needed. The main changes for families will be that from the 2nd of June we will be offering places for all children in Foundation 2, Year 1 and Year 6. That will not be going back to their old classroom. All children will be coming back into much smaller classrooms, what we are now calling pods. Each pod will accommodate 15 children. As of yet, we can't say which child will be with which teacher in which pod. When we write to you today, we'll be asking all families to register, to tell us whether they are going to either join us straight away on the 2nd of June, or if you need a bit more time, and that's fine, just indicating whether you will be joining us but you would just like to wait for a week or so. We'll also be asking families to indicate whether they feel as it stands, whether they can send their children to school or not. We won't be pressurising families, we won't be trying to cajole or encourage families to come. We'll just be giving you the information to make the best choices you can. Our approach is really simple. We've decided that two things must be present. Number one, we'll be doing the best job we can to support our families, as we always have. Number two, we'll be making sure that our safety standards are the highest they can be. Both of those things will have to be present. We won't try and do something if we can't be sure that we can do the highest safety standards. Therefore, you will notice there'll be lots of changes. Our start and time entrances to the day will be staggered and changed. Some year groups will be starting at 8:30, some year groups will be starting even as late at 9:30. Different year groups will be collected at different times of the day. The pod model will be putting children in a bubble where in effect they live with up to a maximum of 15 children and a small number of staff who they will learn with, play together, eat with, and that will help to reduce transmissions within the school. It will also mean that those children are in a secure place. But in doing that, we also recognise that there will be challenges for getting children settled into a new classroom, challenges to make sure that children know their way around the school. So on the 1st of June, we'll be closing the whole school so that all our staff can ensure that they know which children are coming into their pod, that we're organised with things such as having the classrooms ready, fire risk assessments ready, that we know all the safeguarding and medical information that we need to be in place for each pod. There are some downsides to the changes we've had to make. We recognise that for families having to drop off at different times will present challenges, but we ask you for your support with that because you know that will allow us to make our children safe. We also have had to make choices to close Dragon Club, and we will have to stop doing our lunchtime service for families where we've been able to feed families during the last 8 weeks, because we'll now need our staff to be operational in other places. We've tried to be really clear with our families and maintain the trust which we've always done. For our children, there are 3 simple messages when they come back to school. We'll be teaching them that hygiene is really important, and we'll be making sure that we've got all the equipment they need to do that. We'll also be teaching them that cleanliness within our classroom and our own hand washing and all those issues are really important. And we've also been encouraging social distancing. Children need to keep a distance, they need to keep their hands off each other, they need to keep their hands away from their faces, but it won't be 2 metres social distancing. We're really assured by the science that if we get things right for children, school will be a safe, happy place for them to be. but we won't be able to ensure that there is always 2 metres social distancing. We hope that the information we put out on the website and this short video help families to make the choices which are right for you, for your children. If you have any questions, please contact us, and as always, we'll try and keep communication strong. Thank you.